YouTubers, what's going on with you guys? It's JB here with another episode of Career Mode, 17th Burnley Career Mode, 17th episode now. After this one, 2 more to go, episodes 18 and 19, and then that's it. Plus, we'll add in an extra special episode as as the best goals that we've scored on this particular Career Mode. Unfortunately, this series is going to be only a season long. Let's hope that the Mark II one, which starts at bowling on at the end of this one, will be just as good as well. We've got 3 games today. We've got to play Crystal Palace in a moment, then we've got to go home to West Brom. That's our centre. That's our match in the middle, sandwiched in between another away trip, a long trip, a bit further south to Eddie Howe's Bournemouth. That's the final away game of the season. So plenty of hopefully good football to enjoy. Crystal Palace, who were fighting with us at one stage for the league title, have fallen away. They start the day in 5th place. They're only a point away from us, so this was a crucial game as far as the top 4 was concerned. A big game. So let's get ourselves to Selhurst Park for the first time, a triple header in this episode 17 of the Burnley Career Mode. I was in situ in the Selhurst Park commentary box to find out whether Burnley could keep their run to the Champions League and the top 4 going. Well, here we are at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace lying 5th, just behind a point behind Burnley with 1 point in it, between 3rd and 5th at the moment, with Spurs sandwiched in between on goal difference. But between places 2nd and 5th, there's only 1 or 2 points in it. So this is important for both teams as Stutzy's Burnley take on Pardew's Crystal Palace. Already had 4 games against him in League and Cup this year, and this is the 5th and final meeting of the season for both teams. And Punchin and Benteke will lead the line up top. Sacco and Zaha will give them strength on the wings. Kabay and McCarthy, very good insurance policies as well at the back. Tompkins and Dunn are the 2 centre-backs. Mendunda is the goalkeeper. Burnley are in the light blue strip today. As we look at Alan Pardew, let's have a look at how Stutzy lines up here. There he is. He's already won 1 cup, he's already in the final of another. They're looking to cement their top 4 spot, and Graham Balotelli are preferred up front to get its own changed. Kimmich and Hughes getting a good run in the side at the moment, and there's no way for Jeff Henrick to get in at the moment. The referee is Anthony Taylor from Manchester. Montero to Kimmich. Billy, of course, in those lighter shirts. And here's Gray. Nice turn by Gray into the path of Will Hughes. Big chance here for Burnley, and he just couldn't connect properly with it. Good opportunity then for the Clarets. Worked it very, very well, I thought. But Hughes got in onto that left foot, and he just couldn't hit the target. He sort of sliced at it, and it was a big miss there for the Clarets. But an early warning sign for Crystal Palace, who are on the attack themselves at the other end here with Punchin. Benteke waiting in the middle. Punchin's cross was deflected. This is Benteke. Good turn and just wide of Tom Heaton's post. 2 chances inside a minute or so for both Burnley and Palace, but was just splashing wide. Apart from those 2 chances in the opening 7 or 8 minutes, we haven't really seen much else in the way of an attacking point of view, but maybe Balotelli could change all that. And he's got away from 2 defenders. Balotelli, the angle's tight, and I think the best option he could have gone for was to probably yield the corner, because the angle died on him. He didn't have too much in the way of meaningful support, and in the end I think a corner off Scott Down was probably the more likely option, although he does hold his head in his hands. Does have high expectations of himself. Here's Montero with the corner in towards that area. Good header, 1 and wide. I think it was Trippier of all people who got up there. He's not the biggest of men, Tim and Trippier, but he certainly found the range, but not the accuracy. It's a lovely ball. Gray's onside. Balotelli in the middle if he needs. Gray might go alone. Back to Balotelli. That's a goal. And in the battle to get into the top 4, it's Burnley who take the lead with 10 minutes to go to half time. And credit to Gray here. He could have been tempted to go alone, but he spotted that Balotelli was better placed inside the penalty box, just on the edge of the 6-yard area, and he absolutely lashed it into the back of the net. And John Stutzy has a terrific start here. And Balotelli, since coming from Nice in January has got his 7th goal in Burnley colours in the league this season, and these 7 goals could just prove crucial in the final analysis whether Burnley get into them top 4 places or not, but they're certainly in a good position to do so. In inverted commas, it also helps Tottenham as well, who are looking to cement their place there themselves. Pochettino's men. Here's Benteke now. Ball in there, but it's only half away. He'll come here for Puncheon, who hits it over the bar. Big chance there for Crystal Palace. Discussed on the face of James McArthur, but it was certainly Puncheon's chance. Well, it was Puncheon who knocked it down, and then McArthur did hit it over, so... Well, still, nevertheless, still a big chance for Palace. One truly wasted. This is Robertson. On to Balotelli. Good play this by the mercurial Italian. It's Mario Balotelli now. He's in a terrific bit of space, and he'll hit it with the right foot, and he'll hit it just wide of Mendanda's far post. But Burnley right on the stroke of half time, proving their worth, and it'll go in 1-0 up at the break. So at the start of the second half, double substitution. Rashford and Henrik come on for Balotelli and Will Hughes. Chance for Henrik and Rashford, who have been superb in the season so far, to really stake a place for the cup final squad in 4 weeks' time. As we get underway, Burnley attacking the goal to our right, and here comes Marcus Rashford. Good save. Steve Mandanda with a terrific block at his near post, but Rashford showing there the seeds of his promise, outpacing the whole of the Crystal Palace defence and almost putting Burnley back into the lead again. So a corner to be taken by Jefferson Montero here. Here it comes, and Shawcross, good save. Well, Mandanda has made 2 top quality saves within 40 seconds, but let's give Shawcross credit for a centre-back. That wasn't a bad volley, was it? Goodbye. Now Palace, Burnley not go 2 goals clear with those missed chances now, could well punish them themselves. That's a decent cross for Benteke. Goalkeeper got it half away. Oh, it's been volleyed in! Wilfried Zaha with a superb volley after Tom Eaton could only half fist it away. And Selhurst Park comes to life. And Palace, who are going for a top 4 spot themselves to get into the Champions League, while the Homestyle Road end going into raptures here. The cross came in from Benteke. Goalkeeper only got half a fist on that, didn't get enough purchase on it. But even so, Wilfried Zaha still had a bit to do. He had to take it down, volley it, control the volley, keep the shot underneath the bar, and he did all those things and more. And the plot figures in this top 4 clash here. It's 1-1 here at Selhurst Park. Zaha has equalised. And here's Yohan Cabaye. And again, here's, or rather, Gray getting away from Cabaye. And he's away from Nan. Too close to Mandanda. His 2 saves now could have proved pivotal, really, in Crystal Palace's quest to try and get something out of this game. So 1-1 then, with 20 minutes to go. Oh, wait, here's Rashford. And he's got Gray out to his left. It's Gray. It's there. 2-1 to the Clarets. Oh, my word. Burnley won the ball from the goal kick, and 2,800 Clarets, who have made the arduous journey down from Lancashire to South East London, have been rewarded. And what a lovely switch of play for Rashford. He's just noticed that Gray had sprung to his right, to his left-hand side, and he played a delicious through ball in. And Gray's finish was corners personified. 20 for the season in the league. It's 2-1 to the Clarets. And here's Gray. Oh, and Rashford now. 8 minutes to go. Rashford, good save. Well, Mandanda has kept Palace in it. When a marvellous save. Breaks the offside trap here, Marcus Rashford. Gets his shot in with his left foot. And Mandanda diving to his right. Parries it away. 4 minutes to go. Here's Rashford. Still Rashford. He's got Trippier now, of all people, on the overlap. And Trippier, oh, I think that would have taken something special, even for Kieran Trippier's considerable high standards to a score from there. But what he does do now is give Burnley a real platform here to say to Palace, come on now, break us down. You've got about 2 minutes plus time added on to break us down. What have you got left in the tank? So Palace now need to score if they're going to keep any aspirations of a top 4 place. I mean, it won't die today, of course. We're into the time added on at the end of the second half here, and here's a chance here for Zaha, who got the equaliser. It's Wilfried Zaha straight at Tom Heaton, and a big chance for Palace goes begging. Referee Anthony Taylor looks at his watch, and surely this must be it, and it is it! Oh, what a thrilling game that was at Selhurst. And one has to say, Burnley had to work hard to get those 3 points because Pagé's men didn't make it easy for them. Burnley did lead through Balotelli's goal in the first half, then Zaha from a poor punch from Heaton made it 1-1, and then Andre Gray in the 72nd minute won it for Burnley, and they go back to Lancashire with all 3 points. Final score here at Selhurst: Crystal Palace 1, Burnley 2. So with that Burnley victory at Palace, it really puts Burnley in with a real shout at that top 4 with 3 games left to play now. It could be anyone's. They're now up to 63 points. No way that we can catch Chelsea, even though it is mathematically possible. It would still remain Chelsea to lose a couple of their games. West Brom, more or less doomed. We play them next. Swansea and Hull are occupying the other relegation spots, and it looks very bleak for them. Arsenal have sneaked into Spurs. Spurs have now dropped to 5th as well. Palace 6th, because Arsenal have now leapfrogged both teams. So we play, so for our promoter at home game of the season, the second of 3 today, we play already doing West Brom, knowing that if we get 3 more points, surely the top 4 will be, a place in the top 4 will be ours. So this was important as we took on Tony Pulis's doomed West Brom at Turf Moor earlier on today. Let's enjoy what happened. Welcome to Turf Moor, where already doing West Brom are the penultimate visitors to the turf in what's been a remarkable season for Burnley, who were bookies' favourites to get relegated but now could end up in the Champions League places. Already got the League Cup under their belt. They make one change from that terrific win at Selhurst a week ago. That's the comeback of Stephen Defoe from a long-term absence, and he replaces Josh Kimmich in midfield, otherwise it's the same team. West Brom, who have been relegated, first time that a Tony Pulis side's ever been relegated in his managerial career. John Stutzy had no need to worry about that though. At the start of the season it looked pretty dicey, but Tony Pulis, they've only mustered 18 points this season, which is not good enough for a team of West Brom's experience. They do include some names to watch out for, like Roberts and 1 or 2 others, Pogba and Paulos. But a few familiar names like Brunt, Barahino, and 1 or 2 players in that ilk. So it's a mixed of youth and experience for West Bromwich Albion. For Burnley, it's all about 3 more points in their quest to finish in that top spot. The referee is Jonathan Moss. West Brom are in the stripes. Burnley, of course, need I tell you, in the darker shirts, claret and blue. This is Trippier to Shawcross. Robertson, we've played just over 11 minutes. It's been a little bit of a cagey start so far. West Brom have really nothing to play for except 3 points in pride. But here's Gray, big chance here for Burnley, and there it is, the inevitable breakthrough. 13 minutes gone, and the team chasing the top 4 lead relegated West Brom by 1-0. And it's Gray's 21st goal of the season, and how well he took it. Zoomed past the West Brom defence as if they were statues, and once he got one-on-one with Ben Foster, there was only going to be one outcome and possibly one winner as well. That was Andre Gray. As I say, he's 21st of the season, and Burnley take the lead after just 14 minutes. Barahino, oh, that's a good ball. Matt Phillips is onside here. That's interesting. Here's Phillips now for West Bromwich Albion. Chance here for 1-1. Oh, and he hit the post with it. Oh, what an opportunity then for the Albion. They may have been relegated, but they're still having a go. Here's Jacob. And it's cleared away, but Burnley there winning an ace have been pegged back to 1-1 by Tony Pulis's already relegated side. And they're still going, West Brom. As if the pressure's not on them at the moment, more so on Burnley here. But hold my weight, here's Balotelli. He could add further misery here for Pulis. He has 2-0. Well, a moment or two ago, West Brom thought they'd equalise when they hit the post. But then the ball broke away, and it was Mario Balotelli with his favourite right foot. Speed spots through the near post. The former England goalkeeper will be disappointed with that. But Burnley surely now chasing this Champions League. Well, they've got 2-goal buffer here with 34 minutes gone. 8th of the season for Balotelli. Berahino. Oh, nice play. Lovely play. Here's Phillips. Trying to get on his way. And Defoe. Almost lost it there for a second. Here's Antonio. And that's a nice ball. Here's Gray. Antonio making a good run to his right, and he's been found. It's Mikel Antonio. It couldn't be 3, could it? Oh, good save. Well, if he was at fault on the second goal here, Ben Foster, he was very, very good here, turning it over the top and preventing Burnley going 3-0 up here. Well, 5 minutes got in the second half, and it's looking ominous here for West Bromwich Albion. What a lovely ball in behind, and here's Balotelli. And Burnley looking really rampant here, and it's Balotelli, oh, just across the face and only narrowly wide of the far post. Mario Balotelli certainly in the group here today. Him and Andre Gray looking a real proposition up front, and too much for the West Brom defence to cope with. And Berahino was fouled. That's surely going to be a free kick here. Shawcross, a former player of Tony Pulis, is going to be booked. To the disgust of 20,000 clarets in the crowd, but I don't think he's got much cause to complain. He's just, well, he's absolutely flipped Berahino there, up and down again. Substitution for West Bromwich Albion. On comes James Morrison, the Scottish international. He's going to replace Vagisa, I should say. For the last 25 minutes, so a little bit more experience coming into that West Brom team. James Morrison. And the Baggies will be disappointed with their season so far, but they're trying to end on a very good note. As Jacob sends that in. Oh, it's free-headed in. I think it might have been Chandler who got the header in. Heater was well behind it though, to be fair. Big chance that for West Brom to half the deficit and really give them a chance of really battling on and maybe trying to steal a point out of the game. Here's Phillips. Here's Antonio rather at the other end. It's Antonio. Good save. That was a marvellous save from Ben Foster. If it wasn't for him, West Brom would be 3, maybe 4-0 down here. Struck it well, the former West Ham man, and a really good save. 15 to play, and here come West Brom again, looking to get back into it. Here's Callum McManaman. He's got Morrison in support here. This is James Morrison. Oh, a chance here. Oh, good block. And Stephen Defoe breaking, and couldn't find his man. Here's Berahino this time. Good ball in field. Oh, and Jacob! Big chance for Jacob with 10 minutes to play to really put 1 or 2 nervous seeds to doubt here against Burnley here, but he couldn't keep the shot down and he's gone racing over the crossbar. Hughes. Lost out in the end, and here's McManaman. That's a nice ball, and West Brom still not giving up by any stretch of the imagination. We're well into time added on, as you can see at the end of the game. Keane, there is the whistle. John Moss brings it to a close, so another defeat for West Bromwich Albion. Burnley now surely assured of a top 4 spot, as you can tell by the reaction of the players. An remarkable achievement, and remember they've still got 2 games of this season left to play. Away at Bournemouth and here at West Ham on final day, so even though their place in the top 4 is cemented, it all depends whether they finish 2nd, 3rd or 4th. They can't win the league obviously, but what a result for Burnley here today. Beaten already relegated West Brom here by 2-0 in what was a pretty easy encounter for them. So with that victory there, Burnley then can't be caught from 2 games to go. They've got a very good goal difference, so they're cemented in the top 4. Now it's a case of finishing the season as high as they possibly can. They can't win the league. They're 9 points behind, and there's only 6 points left, so they can't obviously win the league, but they could finish as high as second. So it's a case of where they're going to finish in that top 4 now. Will they finish second, will they finish third, or will they finish fourth? Well, they've got a 5-point advantage over Tottenham, have leapfrogged Arsenal now into that top 4. So I think it'll be a clash now between second and third, between United and Burnley, and Spurs and Arsenal, and Crystal Palace as well to a certain extent, going for that 4th spot. So let's go on to the final game of the season, where Bournemouth, final game of the series, where Bournemouth, who are still not safe from relegation, took on a rampant Clarets at the Vitality Stadium. Final away match of the season, final game of this episode. Could Burnley end their away season with a very positive result, or would Bournemouth shock them in a game they needed to win to stay in the Premier League? Let's find out. Welcome to Burnley Vitality Stadium, formerly known as Dean Court, as John Stetsey's side look to pile more misery on Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, who are fighting relegation. They're only 5 points off getting relegated, but they're running out. Games are running out, so maybe Bournemouth will be saved by just the sheer amount of games that are left. But Burnley lying third, want to make sure they finish at least third, maybe even second at best. This is the Bournemouth side. They need to win this game, of course, just to make sure. A point would do. Max Grado and Callum Wilson cover the threats for Bournemouth. Kieran Westwood gets the nodding goal, but it's a midfield 5, of course, with Jack Wilshere and Dan Gosling in it. Ryan Fraser, a very good player on that right-hand side. And John Stetsey's Burnley. Eddie Howe, formerly of Burnley, of course, and his former Chargers, now managed by John Stetsey, who picks this squad for the final away match of the season, and it's the same 11 that beat West Brom quite comfortably in the end by 2-0 last week. Balotelli and Gray keep their places. Stephen Defoe had a good match, so too Will Hughes, and the referee today is Andre Mariner from Birmingham. Good atmosphere inside the Vitality Stadium, and here's Balotelli. Birmingham looking to end their final match of the away match of the season with a victory, which would certainly guarantee them third place. Here's Stephen Defoe. Good effort. Oh, what a good save that was from Westwood. Still not away yet for Bournemouth. Here's Hughes. Still Hughes. Danger not over yet for the Cherries. Hughes over. 2 chances inside 60 seconds for the Clarets. First effort was saved by the goalkeeper, and then Will Hughes with the second effort had just drifted over Westwood's bar. That's a lovely ball onto Balotelli. Good play. It's Balotelli now for Burnley. Oh, what a good save by Westwood. Still not away. Antonio playing it back into the mix. It will be a corner for Burnley. Having a good start to the game, Kieran Westwood. 2 magnificent saves, one earlier on from Stephen Defoe and one here from Balotelli, who's been in red-hot form. That was a good save by the former Coventry youngster. Corner to be taken here by Jefferson Montero. Here it comes, good ball in. Oh, and it's there, goal! And it's centre-back Michael Keane who gets the goal. And Burnley take the lead. And it was a simple finish for the centre-back. The Bournemouth marking was just totally non-existent, and Michael Keane nods in the goal. It gives Burnley the lead. It's his best of the season, and with a quarter of an hour gone, it's 1-0 Burnley. Here's Callum Wilson. A good tackle. And Hughes on to it like a flash, and look at that, he's got Jefferson Montero on his way. Down the left-hand side, and he's got 2 ways in the middle. It's Montero's cross. It's Balotelli. Oh, what a gorgeous volley! 22 minutes gone, and Burnley on course here to record another victory here in the penultimate match of the season. And what a juicy volley from Balotelli. That's his 9th of the season. And Bournemouth, who only need a point themselves to stay in this Premier League, well, that point looks a long way away now because it's 2-0. Balotelli's 9th goal of the season. And Bournemouth now looking in real trouble here after only 23 minutes. Oh my word.
Problems afoot for Eddie outside, but no such problems for John Stutz's men, who are finishing the season quite strongly. Probably in good form. Oh, but wait, here's Callum Wilson. Oh, he scored! Oh, he's pulled one back. 2 goals in 90 seconds, and Callum Wilson has pulled it back to 2-1. So when this game looked to be slipping away from Bournemouth even at the early stage here, Callum Wilson has just scored an absolute beaut and just gets the toe before Tom Heaton can get there, and in it went. Some game here, some first half we're having here at the Vitality Stadium. It's Bournemouth 1, Burnley 2, and it's Wilson's 4th goal of the season. Oh, it's been an amazing first half with 3 goals inside something like 10 minutes. Been amazing so far. Here's Balotelli. It's still Balotelli. Oh, good save. Well, Westwood keeping Bournemouth in it then. He's been beaten twice, but he's had a remarkable first half in terms of shot stopping. That was a remarkable piece of goalkeeping there by the former Coventry City and Sunderland man. Jefferson Montero to take the corner right on the stroke of the half-time interval. Montero again swings it in. Balotelli! Oh, he's got in! Own goal! Balotelli will claim the goal, but I think he got a deflection here. He did, off a defender. I'm just trying to make out who it is. It comes off the chest. I think it was going wide from Mario. And it's 3-1. And it's Adam Smith with the own goal. So Patrice Malek comes on to replace Will Hughes at the start of the second half. No further changes incidentally by Bournemouth. As Bournemouth in the stripes to get us underway. Burnley of course in the light strip. And 3-1 down they are, but Bournemouth, if they can get the next goal, they'll be right back in the hunt. Here's Jack Wilshere. They're attacking the goal to the left, by the way. Here's Wilshere now. Chance here for Bournemouth. Wilshere! Good save! Good save. Tom Heaton, the Burnley captain, who's had a superb season in that goal, has just kept Burnley at 3-1 up. Good play. And he got it on to that left foot superbly there, Wilshere. Good effort, but a good save as well. Here's Mallet now. Oh, Mallet's ball was a good one. It's Stephen Defoe. He's through. It's Defoe off the angle of post and bar. Gray, goal. 4-1. 66 minutes gone. And Andre Gray gets in on the act now to enter goals from Keane, Balotelli, and an own goal from Adam Smith. Burnley go 4-1 up. And now are out of sight. John Stutzy, the joy in his face says it all. 22 goals this season for Gray, and it's 4-1 to the Clarets. Trippier now to Antonio. Gray again on the right. Antonio making a good run, and he's spotted a good run here from Trippier here as Gray. And Trippier now trying to get the better of Wilshere. Oh, his team effort was never troubling the scorers. Team effort into the side netting. There's not been much in the way of action in the second half, but here's a Phobe, Cook, Shawcross to meet him. Shawcross brought him down. That's going to be a free kick and a yellow card surely at best. Oh, it's a red card! It's a red card for Shawcross. Oh, that's an overreaction from Mariner, that's for sure. The referee, Mariner, is given a red card here. They were covering defenders, not one, not two, but 3 of them. But yet the referee deemed it fit to be a red card challenge. Oh, there'll be some repercussions from that decision, and the timing of it couldn't have been more soured. But we've got a free kick here. Not in its matter in the grand scheme of things as Wilshere shoots wide from the free kick, but the result was never in doubt despite the decision. But that is the worst decision I've possibly seen. Let's look at it again. It's a free kick, and if you're looking at it at very worst, a yellow card, but a red card. Oh, really, that baffles the mind as Heaton kicks away. And the referee, who's at the centre of that controversy right at the end, has blown for time. Burnley have qualified surely for the Champions League automatically. Goals from Keane, Balotelli, an own goal from Adam Smith, and Gray in the second half. Adam Smith, Callum Wilson replying for Bournemouth, but it's Balotelli and Burnley's day. Burnley did have Shawcross harshly sent off at the end, but it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Burnley have won it here at the Vitality Stadium. 4-1 winners today over poor Bournemouth side.
So, great win at Bournemouth. Overshadowed a bit by a very controversial red card to Jack Wilshere. I feel so sorry for Jack there. He didn't deserve that. I felt very disappointing decision that from Andrew Magna. Not that it mattered in the grand scheme of things because we were 4-1 up with basically stoppage time left anyway, so it wasn't too much of a chore. But it is a little bit frustrating when a referee overreacts, especially when there's 3 covering defenders round. But what he does do is now we move to 69 points. We're 7 points away from the top, but obviously we can only play to 3, so still again best we could play second. United annoyingly won again. Arsenal move above Palace and Spurs. Spurs now drop to 6th, Palace into 5th. That battle for 4th will go to the last day, I'm sure. Man City down in 7th, Liverpool down in 9th, Everton 11th, Hull, Swansea and West Brom, Middlesbrough could still get dragged into that. I think Bournemouth have just done enough to stay up as well, so well done to Bournemouth. They stay up there with 1 point shy of 40, and that really brings us to the end of our episode 17, I think now, of this career mode. And what a day it's been, really. 3 points in all the games. Terrific win at Palace, battling win. An easy 2-0 victory at home to West Brom in the penultimate home match, and a good 4-1 victory overshadowed by a sending off to Shawcross. We'll be back for the full West Ham game, final game of the season, full live game for you next week. But until then, from me, JB, John Stuttard, I hope very much you've enjoyed this latest episode of the Burnley Career Mode. We're coming to the end of the season and the series, so keep subscribing for more, and obviously the Mark II one coming up. But for me, JB, take care, see you soon, keep subscribing, keep liking the videos. Until then, until next time, ta-ra.